Happy Tuesday, guys. To start out the night, I spilt my drink.
It happens to the best of us.
Happens to the best.
I didn't spill it, but...
You did not. So
cheers anyways.
Cheers.
Mine's just a little bit fuller, but we'll survive.
Ooh, yeah.
That's strong.
That's going to kick you in the pants.
Yeah, I'm walking home.
Well, the lesson for tonight is keep your hands to yourselves. Keep your hands to your lap. I guess we have it on video. I was like reaching over to move my phone or whatever.
We'll show you at the end. Stay tuned.
Yeah. And my fingers like just grazed the corner, the rim of the glass, and we had some spillage. Had some spillage.
Barely. I'm impressed at how little you spilled.
Yes.
But anyways, why don't you tell everybody what you spilled?
The science. Bill Nye, take it away.
The science.
Yeah, this is strong. So we're drinking Espresso Martinis.
We are back to
it, baby.
The Espresso Martini, what started it all. So we've had a lot of these on the pod, and my wife actually saw this and thought we should try it. So you serve it, you shake well, serve it chilled, which is exactly what we did. You can see the condensation. By Kettle One Cocktails, Espresso Martini, made with Kettle One vodka and coffee liqueur.
What's the percentage? Because it tastes like 14%.
Yeah, let's see here.
That's my professional guess.
I'm not sure it says.
Really? That's got to be
Let's
illegal.
see. Oh, here it is. 20%, 40 proof.
Oh, see ya.
See ya. So it's 2.5 ounces over ice in your shaker. We don't have ice, but it's cold.
It's
Shake
nice
for
and chilly.
15 seconds. It is.
It's shaking my insides right now.
That's right. It says to garnish with 3 coffee beans, but
No one's got time for that.
no one's got time for that. We did that once, and it was getting caught in our throat, or making us choke. So.
No, thank you.
Woo!
Yeah, these are good. I like it. I would.
Yeah.
I'd have this again. I'd
Yeah.
recommend it to whoever wants one. And
Right. This is a nice sipper.
definitely a sipper.
It is strong. Man, everything is just so wet here. Well, we've been doing this. Every time now for the past 3 episodes with what we're drinking. So let's do a little trivia here.
All right, just watch your hands in that glass.
I know, guys. Let's see. When was the first Espresso Martini made? Let's check it out. All right. The Espresso Martini was invented in the early 1980s at Soho Brazier,
Texas.
a London club,
Ah,
by it's B-E-A. How would you pronounce that? B-E-A? B? Okay.
Yeah.
B. Bradsill. The drink was originally called the vodka espresso and then the pharmaceutical stimulant before eventually settling on the name Espresso Martini. So that makes sense.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I don't know. You never think to mix coffee and liqueur, but it's so good. And we've been having these for many years now at this point. But
Oh, so many years.
they're awesome. They're killer. I like it a lot.
And a lot of times you'll see them much more frothy and much more creamy. This is like what it should look like.
I like it when I think you've put like cream or chocolate milk or something even in it. Can I see the bottle?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like 2 ingredients or what?
It's wet.
Oh, it's very heavy.
Yeah. It's a nice bottle.
Made with Kettle One vodka, coffee liqueur,
That's it.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Contains caramel color, but I mean, yeah, it's literally just coffee liqueur and Kettle. So it's just alcohol
Yeah. Basically.
mixed with. No, I'm just kidding.
We're going straight with martinis this time.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. 21 plus. Oh no.
Oh.
Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
check it out. Good for home. Good for or a party. Bring it to a party.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see the calories here. Oh, it's only 109 calories. Probably because it doesn't have the cream and all sorts of other sugary stuff.
Yeah.
So
Just booze.
just booze, man.
Just booze. Just booze, man.
So Matt has a lot to talk about today.
I do. I've been caught in this thought My wife and I talked about it the other day. I don't know how it came up. I think I just sneezed. But I'm very intrigued on some of these sneezing statistics.
Yes.
And
yes.
before we start this off, we did a poll. I don't know if you have the results up.
Yeah, let's
but
read them.
we did. We're just wondering if you think you sneeze every day. For me, I think I sneeze every day. Every day of my life I've sneezed. At least in the last 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
Alex, you think a little bit less maybe? You don't think maybe every day, but...
I would
Close to
say
it.
like 90 to 95%, but I definitely have gone through a day without sneezing. During spring, summer, I'm definitely more allergic to like pollen and stuff.
Telling Lexi's like we live in a climate that we have 4 seasons, so we have seasons changing all the time. We have seasonal allergies, which not everybody in the world or even the country or wherever, not everybody has that. But we, as soon as spring comes, all the pollen starts coming out. Dude, we talked about it earlier this spring. All our like my black truck was yellow, just covered in pollen.
Coated.
But yeah, stuff comes out. I mean, and then even when it goes to fall and all the leaves start dying and falling, I don't know if it's just like a little bit, the air's a little bit drier, but it's also like, I don't know, it just feels tainted with stuff. But
It does. It tickles that snaz.
talking about sneezing, and maybe it's the fan, but I feel like I'm going to sneeze.
Yeah, I hope you do on this pod.
If you say it enough, you'll sneeze. Like if you talk about yawning, you'll yawn.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So we're wondering if you guys, we posted a poll. Do you sneeze every day? What are the results?
So yeah, thanks for everyone. Had a lot of engagement with this one.
A lot of voters.
A lot of voters.
It was a simple poll. It was a yes or no question.
Yeah, so easy to do. So we have 73% that say yes, I sneeze every day. 27% say no.
Okay.
So I fall in that 27% because I have not sneezed today.
Really?
So we'll see if I sneeze now. But
Yeah. It's so random, but like it got me thinking. I was like, and I asked Lindsay, I was like, do you sneeze every day? And I forget what, I think she was a no category. She's like, most days, yes. But probably,
Absolutely.
maybe one day a week she doesn't. I don't know. I forget. Maybe she said yes because she does sneeze a lot. But anyways, I printed out some sneezing facts because I just been engulfed in this thought.
sneeze it up.
And so, yeah, I'm just going to give it to you. And for the record, that percentage of voters is just wrong. So this says one study found that about 95% of people sneeze about 4 times a day. 95% of the population sneezes, whether it's once, 4 times, whatever. 95% of the people sneeze every day. And I'm in that 95%. I think I sneeze. I mean, I don't know if it's, I have the air conditioning going at night, so I wake up, it's nice and dry and cold in my room.
Right.
I go to the office, maybe it's a little dusty, but dude, maybe I'm allergic to air or oxygen or like the grass that's in our ecosystem. I don't know what it is, but I sneeze every day.
I have not sneezed today. So let's try and break
We'll see
it.
if we can make it to midnight.
Stay tuned.
Some people notice they sneeze the same number of times every day. That's interesting.
All right, so if I have one of those like double sneezes,
Yeah, like a 1-2.
it'll always be the same kind of rhythm, if you will.
Yeah.
But I won't do like 3 or 5. Yeah,
I call it the Hopkins 1-2 because her mom does it too. They always sneeze twice.
that's funny.
For me, it's like once, usually, unless I have like a really good tickle up there that it makes me keep going. My grandmother, we used to tease her. I feel bad, but we call her Fifi, dude. She'd just sneeze like 8 times. She'd go, chew, 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 chew. And I'd just be sitting there.
Counting them out.
I did it this last time I was out there. I'm like, all right, you got to, I think the most she did while I was out there this time was like 5, which is pretty impressive. I'm a 1 sneeze for the most part.
Same.
But Lindsay and her family, they always go 1-2. But that's funny that,
wild.
like you said, if you do a couple, it's like the same rhythm. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like a chew,
And
chew.
there's a running like cultural joke about dads sneezing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
always like dads sneeze loud. Dude, my dad sneezes so loud. And actually, when I was reading about this today, it says people that sneeze like across the room and like have a loud sneeze like that have a deeper lung capacity.
What the hell?
For me, it's like I got to be a good like few feet away from him and like still clog my ears because, Dad, you're always sneezing to the capacities, like a volcano erupting. All right, so what else we got here? On average, a person sneezes and blows their nose 4 times a day. This number was taken after monitoring 80 medical students and hospital employees over 2 weeks. The study concluded that sneezing more than that is an indication indicates the presence of something that's not printed for some reason.
What does it say?
Is it whited out?
Oh yeah, it must be whited out. Ink trouble.
Yeah, something about. But it's an inflammatory disease basically. If you blow your nose and sneeze and cough like too much, then you have an inflammatory disease.
Okay.
But I have 7 stats here, 7 fun facts about sneezing.
Give them to me.
First, once a sneeze starts, you cannot stop it. Uh-oh.
Now we get the hiccups.
Now I got the hiccups. We're full of noises here. Yeah, but,
that is true.
Yeah, once you're like wound up, like you got the whole like once you start to blow out,
Right.
there's no stopping.
No.
It. And if you do, you're sick and perverted. Number 2, the force of a sneeze can change the rhythm of your heartbeat, but don't worry. Contrary to myth, your heart does not stop when you sneeze. That's why people always said, God bless you.
Right.
Because when your heart stopped when you sneezed, the devil snuck in. That's what I heard like 20 years ago.
Yes, that's it.
And so they say, God bless you, because the devil snuck in that one, split second or half a second that your heart stopped. But I guess it's just a myth.
I used to believe that.
I still kind of believe it.
Yeah.
All right, number 3. Sneezing is a full body workout that includes throat, chest, diaphragm, and abdomen.
Hell yeah. No need to go back to the gym.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
Sneeze it up.
I'm just going to sneeze 10 times
All
a day
yeah.
and get ripped. I'm going to have abs. My throat, chest, and diaphragm are going to be ripped as
Dude,
well.
my throat's going to have a 6-pack. Imagine. That would be so messed up.
Man, you got a muscly neck.
Dude, look at that. Look at that chin.
Look at all that neck. Number 4, a single sneeze can travel up to 100 miles per hour. I've heard this since I was probably 3 years old. I believe it.
That's crazy.
As soon as it comes out of your nose, I think that velocity is 100 miles an hour.
Yeah,
and then
it
just like slows down exponentially right away.
How long do you think it lasts though? Like how long do you think it's at 100 miles per hour?
To like here.
Okay.
I bet it's like 2 inches
And
at
then,
most.
like,
And
the
then
air
all of a
catches
sudden,
up.
it's resistance and stuff like that. That was number 4. Number 5, a sneeze can produce up to 40,000 droplets. I believe that. You ever just let it, like you're outside, you ever just let it go?
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm not going to cover this. I'm not going to sneeze
No.
in my arm. Achoo!
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
You just let it.
You just fly.
I probably like spread disease all across my yard when I'm mowing or something.
Dude, it's
That's
so funny
another
you
thing
say
too.
that.
When you mow, dude.
I sneeze downward as I'm pushing. I go, achoo, and then I keep pushing.
I just rip it wherever if I'm outside, I'm like, what do I care?
That's so funny, dude. Oh my god.
40,000 droplets. That's a lot.
I don't want to be. I'll be around you, but in public now, like just regular public, I'm like, damn,
That's
how
why,
many droplets are in the air?
That's why it's very important to wash your hands. It's we're August 20th today.
Yes.
We're almost into the fall, which is AKA flu season, and the end of fall into winter. It's very important to wash your hands. People
is.
sneeze, dude, and kids, they don't know any better.
No.
They just sneeze. They free ball it all the time. They're not covering or sneezing their elbow. I usually cover like this. I sneeze into my shirt, which could be, people might find that gross, but it's not like mucusy. It's just like a little.
I know.
A little spray.
I've heard be like, oh, if you got germs or
I just don't want to spread it. It's like,
exactly. What's the difference between sneezing into your shirt and keeping it more towards you, or sneezing into something and then putting it into a garbage?
Sneeze in your hands, or you don't cover it, or your elbow. Like kids especially, like I said, they just don't pay attention. They sneeze all over everything.
Everything.
So you go out in public, you touch a handrail, you touch a shopping cart.
They're licking them.
You touch,
hands.
dude, the gas station. I've never after COVID hit. I try. I don't do it. I'll talk, but I try to like hand sanitize or wash my hands after because I'm like, these things are filthy. People sneezing in their hands all day and then they go and they fill it up. It's just covered in germs.
Pick their ass or something.
You just never know.
I'll say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Because I'm the same way. Like I'll talk. Like I try not to touch it. If they have the little latch that is automatic, I'll use that. I've been to quite a few spots that have those like disposable plastic gloves. And then I don't do it because I always am like, I'm going to look like such a wacko. Like,
yeah,
but I want to. I should.
But I guess at the same time, to play devil's advocate, the more you're around people, the more you're exposed to germs and stuff like that, the more likely your immune system's to build up against it. So you get sick less.
Right.
I think we talked about this recently. When I worked from home, I got sick all the time.
Yeah.
Like awful. Like probably 3 or 4 times a year I'd get sick at least.
It's awful.
Now that I'm in the funeral industry where I'm around hundreds of people a week,
right,
my immune system's fantastic, knock on wood. But Yeah, I mean, I'm going to get sick now because I'm saying it, but I don't get sick nearly as much because I'm just exposed to more germs. My body can build up the immunity against it.
Very true.
All right, number 6 here. So number 5 again was about 40,000 droplets per sneeze.
Wild.
Number 6, a sneeze has a spray radius up to 5 cubic feet.
Okay.
So that's 5 feet forward, 5 feet to your left, 5 feet up, right.
So yeah,
down.
you're putting up defenses. You're putting up a whole lot of
spreading disease.
a whole lot of something.
And during COVID, you had to stay 6 feet away from people, so I guess that kind of makes sense. But, dude, I was saying it earlier. I think I could sneeze more than 5 feet. Maybe we should test this. We should go on Mythbusters or create our own Mythbusters. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Can you sneeze more than 5 feet? I'm probably about 3.5, 4 feet from the camera right now.
I mean,
Dude,
yeah.
I could.
Dude,
the 40,000 droplets, they're not going 5 feet. They're going like 10 feet.
And you know, like there's gonna be like spray coming out
spray,
too,
especially if I don't cover it.
Yeah,
dude, watch out.
Yeah, the louder the ACHOO. I mean, you get the people that talk. Like you see those, which is so gross. But you get those people that are talking, and like the sunlight's hitting them just right, and every time they're just talking, it's just spray after spray after spray. Yeah. If you just yell ACHOO, I bet we could hit a droplet or two on the lens.
All right, number 7, the last one here. You don't sneeze when you're asleep because the nerves. Oh, it's covered, but basically the nerves that trigger it sleep with you, kind of like your colon sleeps with you. I think that's what it says.
Okay.
But yeah,
okay.
You don't sneeze when you're asleep.
Oh, so like you don't.
I don't think I've ever sleep sneezed.
Crap the bed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He can blame it on me.
Maybe you're. Yeah. I think it's like it says, it's a nerve thing. It has to do with like your. What was it? Maybe it's in here still.
It's not. It's my fault.
But it talked about something in your nose. I guess it's nerves that triggers it.
So yeah, I mean,
like taste buds, but for your nose.
Okay. Yeah.
Some sort of sensors.
So I have many times. Have you ever woken up from like a deep sleep or just have woken up and then sneezed like in bed? And like you'll try to hold it because like you don't want to wake.
Yeah, pretty much every day.
Okay. Every day, yeah. Yeah, that's happened to me
I
a few
sneeze
times.
every morning for sure.
I'll try and hold it in. Sometimes I try plugging up the nose or I'll like put my.
They say like you can
like comes out.
like lick the top of your mouth. That kind of like helps me like I don't know. It's a weird nerve thing, I guess, but
they do that with headaches. If you flatten your tongue at the roof of your mouth,
yeah, exactly.
They say the head. Brain freeze. Yeah, Jinx. You
it must be some sort of
freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it must be some sort of nerve that's like triggers the same or triggered by the same neurons in your brain.
You know what's even stranger? People have fetishes about sneezes.
That's weird.
Yeah, they love it. They love sneezes.
I mean, I love sneezing. It feels awesome.
Oh, it feels great.
Dude,
let that baby
let's talk
out.
about how good sneezing feels.
Let's talk about that for a second.
It's so good.
If I'm
Especially,
down,
dude, mowing the lawn, like you said, it's so dusty out there. And there's one part of my lawn that's like mostly dirt. It just doesn't get the sunshine it needs to grow seeds. Boom! Every time.
Scream when I sneeze, dude, because I'm
you
already.
Do the dad sneeze. Achoo!
I mean, I'm like, let that shit out because I've got pollen, grass, dust
dirt,
from mowing.
Crap, yeah.
You can't hear it. It's like, so I'm just like, as I go downward.
Do you mow the lawn the same way every time?
No,
I do. I do the same thing every time. I do exactly the same pattern. I do exactly the same method. So there's this one turn I make probably about like 85 to 90% of the way through where I'm like kind of circling back to the front yard. There's a dirt section over by my shed. Every time I'm in that section and I take off the bag to go dump the grass, I have to go inside and grab like 10 paper towels and just blow the crap out of my nose because I'm just loaded with dust and dirt from this one section.
Oh, yeah.
It happens every time without fail.
When I come inside, Lexi's always like, whoa.
What is she like?
Yeah. I got to put a space here. She'll be like, you're dirt. Like, oh man, like you're covered. Like I'll have dirt in the inside of my nostrils
That's
just
like
because
blowing your nose in the shower afterwards.
Oh, dude,
it's like black.
Yeah,
and then my knees, everything. Do you mow in the shorts or do you wear pants?
Shorts. Well, I've been trying to wear high socks or long sleeve.
I'll wear like high socks and shorts, so there's like this much leg showing.
Right,
but it's black. Last time was so bad.
I think I sent you
Lindsay,
a picture. Remember, I was like, I had like
Oh yeah.
My ankles were like a sock.
It's funny. The last time I mowed the lawn, I had Lindsay throw a towel out back because I just stood out there and hosed down my legs because they were black.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Well, I had the friggin' poison ivy plague on my ankles.
Yeah,
So
that's rough.
I've never had it that bad. So long sleeve,
That's rough.
long legs.
All right, I got a few more things about sneezing here. 'Cause
Bring it on.
I know you guys are loving the sneezing content. It's very interesting. I know.
It is.
Number one, there's 5 facts here. Number one, a sneeze is your nose rebooting. According to research conducted at the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia and published in the Journal of the Federation of American Societies for Experimental Biology, bear with me, I suck at reading. Researchers sought to answer why humans sneeze by comparing the nasal cells. That's what it was, the nasal cells
Okay.
of humans and mice and how each clear the substance from their nasal cavities. The study authors concluded that a sneeze is the nose rebooting. Similar to how a computer restarts, a sneeze is a nerve transmission that tells the brain that there is something in the nose that needs to be cleared out, thus triggering the immune response and then resetting. Does that make sense, right? There's something in there that's tickling it. That's why you sneeze and get rid of it. So that's why I'm like, dude, I gotta be allergic to something if I sneeze this much. But 95% of the population sneezes every day. I don't know. We're probably all allergic to something.
Oh,
Even gluten.
absolutely.
Gluten can make you sneeze. I know a guy that my friend Jason. He lived in California and Georgia too, and I forget what the grass was called, but he was literally allergic to like some sort of grass.
Oh yeah.
And he did carnivore and got rid of all that. That's a different story.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like blue crabgrass or Tennessee grass, something weird like that.
Kentucky bluegrass or something. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Number 2, sneezing is impossible during the sleep. We did already talk about this.
Okay.
Have you ever wondered why you aren't jarred awake in the middle of the night with a sneezing fit? When you go to sleep, those same nerves that trigger sneezes and help expel pollen, dust, and dander from your nasal cavities get some shut-eye as well. So those nerves go to sleep with you, like I said.
Okay.
These nerves will remain dormant until you wake up and start your day. That's probably like, dude, if you're collecting dust all night, like I got the AC blasting, if you have a fan blowing, anything, it's going to stir up dust. And if that just settles in your nose and those nerves are sleeping, as soon as you wake up, that's why you sneeze.
That's true.
Dude, that makes so much
Think
sense.
of.
I didn't even read this earlier.
It's fine. You know me. I've had some real bad dupe ups, but like the air purifiers in your room, obviously
It's a huge help for sure.
it
especially
is,
having
but
a pet.
like it's
It's also
technically
moving the air.
inhaling the dust. So you think all night you're breathing, you're inhaling,
Yeah, well, it's
you're
sucking the
exhaling.
dust in, and it's supposed to be sending out clear
Just
air.
clear.
But there's no way it's getting everything.
No, so you're still
Plus,
getting
it's
it.
also moving the air around, which is full of dust and
Right.
dust particles.
So
and
you're
dirt
you're
and all
doing that all night.
Yeah, you can't win.
I can't win. I know.
All right, number 3, sneezing can alter your heartbeat. We did touch on this as well, but there's some more stats or more details here. So, the old myth that your heart stops when you sneeze is untrue, but sneezing could change the rhythm of your heartbeat in some cases. A sneeze is a result of a change in pressure in our chests. Change in pressure in our chest, that's interesting, which can alter blood flow and overall rhythm of your heartbeat. While it may feel like your heart flutters or skips a beat during sneezing, it's still working properly.
Okay.
So it can alter your beat, just like anything. Walking, breathing, talking, going upstairs, walking up a hill. Like your heartbeat changes all the time. It's increasing, it's decreasing. It's not out of the ordinary.
No, I mean, ever since I've been...
I'm a doctor.
Yeah. He just got his doctorate degree. Ever since I've been wearing the Apple Watch...
Where is it?
I know. I didn't wear it tonight. But I have been all day. If I sneeze or I cough or I get up, I'll see that the heartbeat fluctuates.
Really?
So if I sneeze or cough or yawn,
it changes your heartbeat.
It changes. It goes from like 62 to like 77 or up to 80, and then it goes back down. So that's absolutely
Is
true.
that beats per minute or beats per second or something? BPS?
Yeah, per minute.
BPM.
Yeah. Beats per minute.
All right, number 4, which we didn't talk about, and this is probably a pretty well-known fact. You and I both have dark eyes, but sunlight can make you sneeze.
Absolutely.
Pollen, dust, and other particulates aren't the only sneeze catalysts. About 1 in 4 people have a reaction to sunlight called a photic sneeze reflex. Scientists are split over the direct cause of this reaction, but many expect that the same message that the brain receives to shrink the pupils in the eyes when exposed to bright light may cross paths with the same message the brain receives to sneeze. If you find yourself sneezing in the sun, this may be why. So
Well,
people with light eyes, I mean, you and I have darker eyes, so it probably doesn't absorb as much
It doesn't.
photic
no.
as it says, or photosynthesis, not
Yeah.
photosynthesis, but sunlight.
Right.
It makes your pupils shrink. They're saying that when your pupils shrink, it crosses paths with the same neuron, or the same, same neuron, basically, that makes you sneeze. So
Okay. I definitely knew, the light eyes is more sensitive
because
for
Lexi has
sure.
light eyes.
Yeah, blue eyes.
Yeah, Lindsay has lighter eyes than me.
Well, that's the whole thing.
I
If
don't
you-
really feel it. I
No.
also am my eyes are huge babies. I lived in California for 5 years. I wore sunglasses every day.
Yeah.
So I trained my eyes to be sensitive, I guess. in
Okay,
a
yeah,
sense.
that makes sense. That's why they're like, if you feel like you're gonna sneeze, people will be like, look at the light, or look up at the fluorescent light, and sometimes it does help because it
Ooh.
almost gets your eyes watery and it tickles the nose.
I love sneezing.
I know, it's great.
All right, the fifth and last part about sneezing, I swear, I promise you guys. Sneeze particles can travel up to 5 feet. We already talked about this, but here's some more details on it. There's a reason why your parents told you to cover your mouth while sneezing since childhood. A sneeze moves with such force, and mucus particles are so tiny that it's very likely that they can travel across a room, more than 5 feet,
Yeah.
often 5 feet or more in front of you. Ideally, use a tissue or your elbow to blow the spray from a sneeze so you don't spread germs on your hands, to doorknobs and other surfaces that could come into contact with.
Right.
Just like pumping gas. That's what I'm saying. You sneeze into your hand.
Right.
You touch all this stuff all day in public. Doorknobs,
And it's not just sneezes.
handrails, gas station, flushing a toilet that's in public. We work at a business.
Right.
You work from home, but I work at a physical location where people come in and touch these things. It's
Oh yeah.
it's just spreading germs nonstop.
Like escalators,
Yeah. Oh my God.
I saw a
I'm
video.
so conscious of it after going through COVID.
Yes,
Especially
me
gas
too.
stations. Like I said, I try I don't know. I touch the pump. I get back in my car. I'm
Right.
touching my steering wheel, which I touch 5 times a day.
Right.
I'm touching my phone because someone texted me. It's all right. Now I'm just spreading whatever is on this pump everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's awful.
The phone is. They've done tests, numerous tests, that your phone is probably one of the dirtiest, germ-infested
But
devices.
how? Because everything you touch, then you touch your phone?
Yeah, and you're not cleaning your phone all the time. I mean, some do, but you're in a club or you're in a
That makes
restaurant,
sense.
you're in the bathroom, you touch your phone, you check the time. Your hands are just always on the phone. So
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, like I said, though, to play devil's advocate,
I know.
you're also building your immune system.
Do you have a hand sanitizer in your truck?
No, actually,
should.
I do.
I do too. I had it for a while. I didn't have it because it ran out. I didn't have it for a while, and now it's back in there. But
It's some Yankee Candle, apple girly smelling one. I'm like, well, there goes my cologne. I know I smell like a girl, but
it'll smell good though.
dude, we should come up with an invention. So in motocross, they have these things called tear-offs. So on their goggles, there's a whole layer of 20 to 50 tear-offs. It's just a
Okay.
clear lens. So when they go through mud and it gets covered, they're in the jump, they're in midair,
And they rip
they
it?
tear it off, and now they have a clear goggle. Dude, if we put
Okay.
something like that on gas pumps, where you pull up to the gas pump, you rip off the dirty one, then you have a clean one. Are you still touching the dirty one, or are you obligated to switch it?
That's the thing. Yeah.
Here we
'Cause-
go, guys. I'm getting in my head.
Yeah, because someone's gonna be like, "I'm not doing this," and they're just gonna leave the dirty one. But
I bet it
but
would be cleaner than it would be without it.
it would. But knowing me, and I'm sure you would do the same thing, is I would still rip it before using it anyway, whether it had already been ripped or not.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
So-
you go through them a lot, but you
Right.
make them cheap and inexpensive and affordable.
Hey,
and
it gives more jobs. You gotta get people going and
if you're
refilling
gonna go
them. and-
between BP and we'll say Shell or Gulf, these are some main name brands, but
oh yeah,
and one of them offers that, I think I'd be more inclined to go to the one that offers it. Just
Yeah?
because, like I said, maybe you're going to rip off that, but maybe you leave a little, a tear off so that you touch the part that
True.
wasn't touched. You
True.
throw that in the garbage right next to it.
Right.
Hopefully the litter, doesn't increase. People put them in the trash.
right.
And you have a clear, clean handle to touch.
This is the
If
thing.
anybody
It's-
copies me, you're sued.
we know where you got it
Find
from. This is the thing. It's so easy. It takes what 5 seconds to do a peel back, and it's just that laziness that. And I'm not blaming anyone in particular because I've obviously done it myself for certain situations, but
People are
it's
lazy.
it's such a simple thing, and I feel like more times than not they'll just ignore the fact that You should peel off that tear off.
I mean, that's fine for them, but it's for your own good. So
Right.
if you go before me, you don't give a crap, and you go and you're like, oh, whatever, I'm not going to tear it off.
Right.
But there's that little tab I can grab that you didn't touch,
Right.
and I put that in the trash, then
Right.
I have a nice clean handle to grab.
I know.
We could implement this.
We could.
We could save
We
the
could.
world.
We could. Saving
Death decreases. Actually, no, that's bad for business.
one gas pump at a time.
Yeah.
The Martini boys.
I bet we can't be the only ones that have thought of this.
I know. It's crazy, man. I
But
haven't.
how do you? I mean, then you got the whole thing. Like, I'm thinking logistically now.
Right.
It's a round subject that you grab, right?
Right.
Sorry, folks,
Yeah.
but how do you get something that wraps around it that then you then peel off? Maybe you just cover the top part, but then your fingertips touch it, and they get. I don't know. It's like,
I mean, I think that's why they had those plastic gloves.
yeah.
So they'll just
And there's
keep
paper
refilling
towels
the
too. I
box.
mean, you
Yeah.
can grab paper towel and grab the pump. I used to do that during COVID
Yeah.
and stuff because I didn't want to get it. Meanwhile, I got 3 times, but
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm at the age now where, because I'm a little older than you, but not by much, and I've gotten to the point where I don't give a crap what anyone else thinks. Like,
pooping in public, no
Oh,
problem.
dude.
As long as there's a toilet, I'll go. If I have to go, I'm going. It's
I've
like
become like the king of that. Like,
used
I don't care where
when
we
we
are
were
at this
little,
point.
you know, younger. I should say, maybe 5 years ago. It's like, oh, you don't want to be embarrassed and poop in public. It's like, who do I have to impress? I'm
Right.
married now. Like, I had breakfast. Oh, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be
Right.
right back, babe. I'm gonna go use the restroom. It's like, it is what it is.
The
Everybody
school was-
poops. Everybody poops. Don't forget it.
Don't forget it. Even girls.
Girls don't poop.
No, yeah, you're right.
When I was
That's
little,
a myth. That's a myth.
this is some secret time. When I was little and younger and I was in camp, me and my friends came up with the theory that hot girls take really big dumps. I don't know why, but we came to that conclusion. We're like, hot girls gotta take big poops, don't they? And that's just, we ran with it.
And I guarantee it's the truth. I bet you would get someone who's like,
Everybody poops.
I do. The other thing, which is related, talking about like crap, if you
Sure.
will.
Give it to me.
Sure. We always said growing up that like the hottest girls drive the crappiest cars. Like the clunkers. We've seen like
That's
clunkers,
funny.
like a 1999 like Corolla or something, and the
So I-
person driving
I
is.
have a theory about this that contradicts that, actually.
Uh-oh.
Especially living in San Clemente, there's a lot of beautiful people.
Yep.
And what it comes down to? Money.
Yes. I know.
Rich doctors and lawyers and wealthy people marry beautiful people. Whether
know.
it's a woman who's a doctor and she marries a beautiful guy, or a guy who's a lawyer or doctor or whatever and marries a beautiful woman, they then have beautiful children who grow up rich and then
Yes.
drive nice cars. In San Clemente, it's like there's a lot of beautiful people and
It's a
a
beautiful
lot
place.
of money and a lot of like nice cars and stuff. So maybe it's different in different areas of the world and country and stuff, but my theory is that rich dudes marry hot women and vice versa. Rich women marry hot guys.
Right.
And then they have beautiful children and then they grow up rich.
Shout out to California.
And then it just
beautiful
keeps
people.
growing, dude. The beautiful people then get married to more beautiful people and they're everywhere.
There's got to be a couple out there that is just like an absolute knockout individually, and then together they're just like probably like the hottest couple ever. And then they have like the world's ugliest kid for some reason. One of the genes didn't connect. And
Yeah. You never know,
You
I
never
guess. I mean, it
You
is all
never-
genealogy, right? So
That's right.
I definitely know some people in the world that have
It's
beautiful
beautiful.
children that I didn't. You just don't expect it,
That's right.
to put it the nice way.
Christina Aguilera said it.
Ooh.
You're beautiful no matter what they say. Words don't bring me down.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Is that her?
Oh, that's
That's Chris Daughtry or something?
no. You're beautiful. It's true.
Yeah.
It's what the hell's that guy's name?
Not Incubus, but
no,
someone like
God,
that,
it's like
right?
it's a solo act. He's a guy. It's a name.
It's all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Let us
We
know
gotta
if you know
look,
who we're talking about.
This always happens. I'm like,
Or
we have
dumb.
this thing right here.
Technology.
I know. You're
Yeah, but,
beautiful.
I mean, it happens all across the world. I just happen to experience it in Southern California. People here too. It's
James
and,
Blunt.
and a lot of people. Oh, okay.
James Blunt.
it?
Yeah.
A lot of people, and I can't say like looks have to do with it. People are successful based on their drive. You can be ugly as shit and be really successful.
Mm-hmm.
You can be beautiful or handsome or whatever and be really successful. It just,
We're doing nothing.
if you're successful, excuse me, for the most part, you're going to be rich. If
Right.
you're rich, you can afford to live in places like Southern California. That's just my logic.
No, it's true. It's true. I mean, even when I was in high school, middle school, high school specifically though, because that's when we could get our license.
Right.
You had, wealthy families, and their first car ever was, an Audi.
We're from
or-
New England. You got to earn it, dude.
An Audi. And
No.
I know, but it happened. It happened. We had Hummers, we had Mercedes, we had
I know.
BMWs, we got the Beamers. So
But you're saying the hot girls drove ugly cars?
that was like the thing, like, because growing up is like when I was like 19, 18, 19, 20. I feel like we'd be at that red light, and you'd have this like crap box pull up to the red light, and you'd look over, but it would be like bombshell. It would just be
Girls drive Jettas.
Jettas, yes.
I wonder.
Jettas
We
and
should do some
Volkswagens.
research on that.
That's it.
Yeah, Volkswagen. But
Sorry,
dude,
Beatles.
If we do some research on that and see what the percentage is of like people that buy Volkswagen Jettas, I bet it's females between ages 16 and 25. I bet that's
Absolutely.
the majority,
Absolutely.
right? It's always a joke, but it's true.
It is true. Yeah. No,
What was your first car? Was like a Mercury or something, or
it was
Oldsmobile or
a
something?
Dodge Stratus.
Oh, okay.
A
That's
1999 or 2000 Dodge Stratus.
I was blessed.
Yeah.
I was fortunate. My brother had a Jeep Wrangler, and he
That'd
had
be
just got a
awesome.
Mustang, so he had both. And he's like, you know what? You can drive the Jeep. So I drove the Jeep to high school. It was his car. I was very lucky. Thanks, Mike.
child.
Occasionally, I got to drive the Mustang.
Yeah. Only child here, but
Yeah. It is.
Happens.
I mean, life's what you make it.
that's it. It's tough these days, but
I said Southern California, but I left Southern California. I find New England much more beautiful. So if I was rich and successful, I'd live here.
yeah.
Hopefully that's what happens.
Oh, it
someday.
will. It will. We do have nice foliage. And although I am not a winter guy, and the older I've gotten, the more and more I cannot stand the cold. Once it goes away, and
Everyone's always
March-
said that, and I've tried to
March
stay
and-
true to it. I love the cold. Like, I don't know, like, winter's a whole vibe for me. Like, I love when it's snowing.
yeah,
Sit on the couch, get bundled up in a blanket, have some
I
hot
know.
cocoa, watch a Christmas movie or something. It's just such a happy, heartwarming thing for me. But the older I get, the less I enjoy winter because I love summer.
I know, man.
Just because, like, I love riding dirt bikes, I love going fishing and kayaking and getting out in the lake. Like, there's so much
Same.
more fun stuff to do in the summer.
I agree. And even summer, I know summer can be brutal.
Everyone complains.
Brutal or rain. I know.
It's
They're
either
like, I
too
want-
cold or it's too hot. People love to complain.
Welcome to New England. I know. I would rather spring and fall all the time, aka California weather. Like 70s, high 70s during the day, 50s, 60s at night, every day.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I used to say this all the time. Southern California weathermen have the easiest job in the world.
Yeah.
Today's going to be 72 and sunny.
Right.
Tomorrow's going to be 72 and sunny. Every day for the rest of the year is going to be 72 and sunny.
Wildfires.
And then wildfires. Yeah.
72. No rain. Drought.
Dude.
Drought.
I mean, pick your poison.
Yeah.
Here we have blizzards and seasons. Out there, it's burning or shaking.
I know.
I like
know.
where we are. I
No,
love
I-
the seasons. I love
No,
New
no,
England.
you are absolutely right. You are hands down. I say this all the time. As much as like I don't like the cold, I'll say I rather what we get than tsunamis, tornadoes,
Fires,
earthquakes,
earthquakes,
wildfires. And yes, we've had like a minor earthquake. We've had like a little quick tornado in the Massachusetts, New Hampshire area, but
And you're here, man. I mean, that's what I used to say too. Is like,
yeah,
I
family.
remember I dated this girl, and her family was always like, "Oh, I hate the weather. I hate New England and the winter." I'm like, no one's forcing you to stay here,
Right.
and especially for yourself. I mean, other than your friends and your family being here, you and Lexi both work remote. You
Right.
could live in Florida. You could live in Texas. You could
Oh,
live
yeah.
in California if you really wanted to.
Absolutely.
But we're here. We like New England.
That's right. I wouldn't want to leave because we have so many good times.
Yeah,
It
and you like what you
weighs-
like too. It's
Yeah.
like that's. I mean, I lived in California for 4.5 years, and everyone always asks me, "Why did you move back?" It's like I like what I like. I like my roots. This is what I
Yeah.
grew up with. This is what I know. I know seasons and the
Yeah.
sports culture here, and people are real. People are pretty materialistic on the West Coast sometimes,
True.
as a general figuring. But I don't know. I came back. I like
I don't know.
my brother was here, my friends were here. It's like I had a better time here than I did out there,
That's good.
and it
Damn.
worked out.
Did work out because Martini boys, man.
Yeah. That's why.
I wouldn't have met Matt. First time I ever laid eyes on this guy. I
Taco
pulled
Tuesday.
up. I pulled up to my condo at the time, and he's in the street.
Was that your
outside of my
condo?
building. Yeah, outside of my building, throwing a football with his brother,
Yeah.
who I had started to become close with because another friend introduced
We
me.
all
and-
worked together, and yeah.
Yeah, it was the whole work thing, but yeah, I was like, there he is. There's the guy from Snapchat.
That's funny.
Yeah, I know, and I was
Yeah.
like, hell yeah.
We gotta get back to Taco Tuesdays.
I know. We we're gonna work on this.
We gotta get Mike to drive down. He's just gotta send it.
Yeah.
Or we'll meet halfway. We can go to Portsmouth sometimes or this area, but
We're coming for you.
most of us are within 20 minutes.
Yeah,
But we gotta get this Taco Tuesday train back on the tracks.
we have to. So we were religious.
We were every Tuesday.
Religious. It was church for us. Every single.
I mean, this is before we were
Tuesday.
married and stuff, and before our careers really took off. I should say, and
Dude, I know.
we still made
but
it work. But
we
and
made it
we
work.
We can.
And we were going everywhere. Like we were looking up every taco place.
I blame COVID. COVID.
Oh, it screwed
destroyed
everything.
that.
Screwed everything.
We'd go to Grande, Mexico. We'd
Yep.
go to Casablanca.
Yep.
There's multiple Casablancas.
There was Azteca,
Azteca, Plaza Azteca,
Howling Wolf.
Howling Wolf. Dude, Howling Wolf is so good. They're
That
gone, right?
sauce. Yeah, from that location. But I think their original
There's
is
one
still
in
open.
Beverly or something, or Salem.
Beverly,
Mass.
yeah.
Howling Wolf was good, but we got to get back
So
to Taco
good.
Tuesdays.
I know.
Let's
I know.
do it.
We got to do it. Winter's
should.
coming. There's not going to be.
All we got to do is send a text.
That's right.
Dude.
Taco Tuesday and Call of Duty. Just kidding.
Dude, so going back to summer is more fun. I have more hobbies in the summer.
Yeah.
In the winter, for me, it's like skiing, once or twice a month maybe. Just it's expensive.
It's very.
And it takes a lot. I need to get back in shape because skiing kicks my butt, dude. I'll ski. My thing lately is like I'll go skiing. And we were there at like 9 on the lift spin.
Right.
I'll ski straight through lunch because I'm like, why am I going to go into the lodge where there's hundreds of people doing the same thing? So I'll ski through lunch and I'll stop at like 2 and then I'll eat and then I'll leave. I don't got 2 more hours in me because in the wintertime it gets dark about 4 o'clock, 4:30. But a lot of mountains close at 4.
Oh,
But yeah,
really?
for me, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, that's when it gets dark unless
Yeah,
they have
true,
lights and
true.
stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, for me, it's like skiing. And then like I'll go to the gun range in the winter a lot more than I would. I haven't been since like March, so it's definitely my winter hobby.
You were full send. I mean, honestly, man, I was the same way. Even like just playing drums or like being
Right.
in a band
doing
and stuff.
something. I got to do something.
You were doing,
I
but,
can't
but
go
so
home.
much. I know.
I mean, I
know.
like going home. I just can't go home and do nothing like every day.
Right. No.
Some people can do
No.
that, and all the power to them.
Yeah. If you're happy,
And
you're happy.
it is very nice to do that every once in a while. And like we're so busy, it's so nice to do that now even. But like
Yeah, man.
I can't go home and sit in the dark at 4 o'clock until
No.
I go to bed at 10.
No.
The gym, I'm going to try to go to the gym a lot more as soon as it gets dark earlier.
Yeah.
I'm giving
it's-
myself a deadline.
I know.
I haven't been to the gym in like a few months. And I changed like banks during that time. So Planet Fitness has been calling me like trying to get my banking information because I haven't paid since like May.
They cleared mine. Did they clear yours?
I don't think I'm a member anymore.
So I got an email and they said, "We want you back." And they were like,
Did you change banks?
"No, but I think I
Did you
lost
cancel
my
it?
credit card,
Oh.
so I got a new one."
So it's different.
Which
number.
but I still owed them. But then after a while, they were like, "We've waived all fees."
Well,
it was
dude,
like
that's
this
the thing is,
after
like-
COVID thing, and like, come join us again, or come back to us. $0 down, $10.
And
a
I
month.
want. I mean, they do that for everybody. I feel like, but I want to go back. And I want to call them and be like, hey, like here's my banking information.
Right,
But I don't want to pay for those last 3 months that I didn't go.
exactly.
So if
Right.
they're trying to charge me, I'm just gonna go to a different gym.
And you would go by.
I kind of want to go to
close.
Yeah, there's like 4 gyms in Salem.
Because I was gonna say, if you make it like a 15-minute drive between the both of us, I will 1,000,000% meet you. So
That could be
if you need that
doable.
motivation,
We can meet in Plastow, Planet Fitness. Although that one
Do
sucks
that.
too.
yeah.
I loved, dude. When
Yeah.
I lived in Newton, we're getting real geologically personal here.
And
But when I
Don't
lived in Newton,
join the
I
membership.
would go to Amesbury all the time. I loved that gym. Same when I lived in Haverhill, I'd go to Amesbury because there was like 4 or 5 high schoolers, and that was it.
That's the best.
A couple of
That's the
other
best.
guys that were in my situation, just getting out of work, going to lift weights and stuff. But
Right.
dude, Planet Fitness in Salem, New Hampshire, where I live now, it's like, it's awful, and
Yeah.
it makes me not want to go.
I know.
Like I can there's plenty of like ellipticals and treadmills and stuff like that, but when I want to go lift weights, you're waiting.
I know.
So that's why I'm like kind of considering changing gyms and finding something, even if it's a little bit more money, it's like it might be worth it because I can go and do whatever I want and not have to worry about waiting.
Right. That's why I did the home gym, that like full workout machine.
That's nice. Because
it was half off. It's $800 and I got it for $4.
Are you doing it every day?
For the most part, yeah,
like
man.
4 days a week at least?
I mean, typically Monday through Saturday.
Nice.
If I can.
Like a full hour? Or are you doing like just 30 minutes?
Oh,
or?
no. Like it's all like, yeah. So one day will be shoulders, one will be back, one will be chest.
I mean, you can't do a whole hour worth of
No,
each thing. So
no.
it ends up being like, but dude,
all reps.
let's say you do 30 minutes of it.
Right.
That's more than I'm doing.
It's something.
I'm not doing anything right now. Like my thing is I try to go out, especially when daylight savings hits and it's like light out until 8 o'clock.
Right.
I try to go out and do something, whether it's riding or fishing or kayaking. It's like, it's something somewhat physical, not like physically demanding, but like I come back like it's a workout.
I mean, if
mowing
you're
the
hurting,
lawn, doing yard work, like whatever it is, like I'm out there like working muscles that I wouldn't be if I was sitting on my couch.
Yeah. I mean, mowing the grass. I mean, I know like the property's pretty decent size, but on my Apple Watch, I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh wow, I'm already over 10,000 steps. So then I don't have to like worry about hitting the 10,000 steps being on like the walking pad.
Yeah, that's
but
nice though. I mean, you have that.
If I'm watching a video, I'm
kind of considering something like your setup. So Alex has a standing desk. It goes up and down. He's also got a walking pad.
Yeah.
And I'm starting school soon, so there's going to be multiple days or nights where I have to go home and have to do homework or I have to do studying or whatever. I'm kind of considering getting like a desk like that and a walking pad just so I can get more steps in, and like maybe that clarity and that physicality will give me a clarity in mind where I can study and retain it more.
Yeah, man. I've said it before. Even if you're at like the 1 mile per hour or 1.5 or 2, so
it's
that you
steps,
can still
dude.
type.
It doesn't matter what
doesn't
it is.
matter.
You're moving more than you would be sitting.
Right. That's
and
the
even
whole
standing.
thing.
Even standing's good for you.
Yeah.
So
That's the whole thing.
I gotta get into a routine, especially starting school. For those that don't know, I'm starting my funeral directing school. I think
Secret
it's
Service.
Funeral Sciences or something. Yeah,
The Secret
just gonna call
Service,
it funeral.
FBI.
It's actually the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
I love that.
But yeah, I don't know. I gotta get into a routine. I'm kind of pushing it until like the clocks change, but once I'm not able to go out and do things that I like to do after work, like fishing or riding, those are just the two that come to mind. I mean,
I get it because I want to be out.
Going to the lake, doing anything outside where it's like I'm happier outside. I don't want to sit inside. Once that changes, I got to get into a routine for the winter. And even if that just lasts through the winter,
right?
I'll feel good for this, for that time and enjoy myself during the next summer.
Yeah, exactly. It's that seasonal depression.
Let's find a gym. Maybe we can keep each other accountable. I know you got your home gym and all that, but
I mean, I'll just bang out a couple reps
all the time.
Religious.
Dude. We work together. We'd go to the same gym right after work every day, Monday through Thursday for the most part.
It was built in, so if I didn't want to go, he would make me go, and vice versa. So we were pushing each other.
Accountability, dude.
Accountability.
Yeah.
It was free.
It was free through work.
It wasn't.
It was a good gym. It wasn't overcrowded, dude.
It was clean.
We were spoiled, honestly. That's why I hate Planet Fitness now. It's too full. I need like a smaller town to live in or something.
Yeah, it was amazing. The shower, not that we showered, but if we had
I did during the gas explosions.
Oh yeah.
When so I don't remember what year it was.
2018
maybe.
Yeah.
We had some gas explosions in the area, including the town I lived in, so they had to turn them all off and turn off the power to our houses because they didn't want any explosions. So I'd go to the gym and I'd shower there. I'd clean up and then go. I forget where I was staying at the time. Either my mother-in-law's now, or I had a hotel too.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. It worked out that I was able to like bathe there and work out there, and
it was the best part. Like you said, it's accountability. Yeah. Just knowing that we were going or knowing you were there, because sometimes I would work a little later than you, but knowing you were already there, I'm like, all right, he's there. Well, I should be there.
Yeah, and
throwing the headstones.
Like you said, I mean, you go to work, maybe you're having a bad day,
right?
Or maybe you're like just exhausted, you didn't sleep well that night. Oh, I don't want to go. It's so easy to skip when you don't have the accountability.
I know.
But when we were both going, it was like, I'll see you there, buddy.
I know.
We'd clink and drink. We'd mix
That's
our protein powder.
That's right.
I'm sorry, protein powder. We'd clink and we'd drink.
That's right. It was clink and drink o'clock at work.
All right. Well, we're there. Let us know what you feel about sneezing. Do you think you sneeze every day? Maybe we'll post it again now that we have. I mean, maybe when this comes out or something. I just want to do a roll call. I want to know where people are from. Roll call.
Oh, let's do it. Where are you from?
Let's put that on the. We're gonna put that on our poll on Instagram. Let us know where you're from. Comment below on the YouTube videos as well. But yeah, let us know what you think about sneezing.
Listen,
for some reason, it's intrigued me.
It is, and like, yeah, it may sound dumb, but it's what our bodies do.
It's real.
It's real, but like,
I sneeze every day.
Yeah, every day. Period. I'm still going. No sneezes for today.
I'm gonna like
rank it up,
dude. We're not gonna not think about it for like a while.
I know.
I feel like I'm gonna sneeze every day. But let me know if you go through a day you don't think you've sneezed today.
I know for a fact from when I woke up. I got out of bed. Just kidding. I got out of bed around, I don't know. Alarm goes off about 7:50. You get up about 8:20ish. Make coffee. Get down. Start that kind of 9 to 5ish. But I work sometimes earlier, sometimes later. Yeah. But I did not sneeze today. I know for a fact.
I'm proud of you.
I did not sneeze.
Although
I'm beating it.
I'm sure I sneezed, and like I said, dude, sneezing feels great. I loved it.
I love it too. Oh, when it comes, it comes. Whoa.
All right, everybody.
Add that to your
slogan. Know the drill. Thursdays at a time. Is it 11?
11, yeah. Every Thursday for sure.
Thursdays at 11. New videos come out. Check out our reels. Check out our shorts. Check out our Facebook. We're out there. Shake it up with us. Have a drink with us if you want to sit down and decompress after work. Maybe that's your hobby. You go home and watch YouTube. I did that today.
Yeah.
Sometimes I got to go home and I watch some YouTube channels.
That's what we're here for.
Have a drink with us. Try Kettle One cocktail. This is a Espresso Martini. Pretty fire. Give it a shot. Worst case, you can always go for a Truly or a Noon.
That's right.
But anyways, cheers and shake it up.
All right. See you next time.
The Martini boys. The Martini boys. And pour yourself a drink. Oh yeah. The Martini boys. The Martini boys.